Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Tales and Fails, Trying to Draw Animals with Mr. Steve. My name is Mr. Steve and today we're going to try to draw a shark. I invite you to take some crayons and get ready and follow along with me, if you'd like. These are the crayon colors that I brought with me. Black, yellow, blue, and orange. As you know, sharks can be different colors, so I encourage you to use whatever color crayon you would like for your shark. I'm going to end up making the shark here a gray, which means I need to use the black very lightly. You could do whatever you would like to. The blue we're going to use for the water, and the yellow we're going to be using in a special way, along with the orange as well. So let's start off with our black crayon because we're going to draw the outline of the shark. I'm going to be just using the top part of my paper here, so do what you would like with yours. We're going to start over here with the snout. Is that what it's called, the snout? Anyhow, we're going to bring it all the way down like that. That would be the top of the shark. And now we're going to need to draw the shark's tail. So we'll go up like that, and we'll go down like that. See how it's coming along? And then up like that. I made a little mistake there. You know what? It doesn't matter. It's okay. All right, so at this point, I'm going to go back to the shark's head. And I'm going to go down a little bit here like so. That's more of the shark's nose. And then I'm going to bring it in, which I've already started to do to make the shark's mouth. I'm not going to draw the teeth yet, but you get the idea how it's going to be. Okay, now we need to connect this part of the shark to this part. But when we're doing that, we have to be careful that we leave a place for the fin in the front of the shark to be, so we don't want to block that. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this down like that, and we're going to leave the spot for it, and then we're going to come back this way here, and come around like that. I might bring it over just a little bit there. Okay, so that's the general outline of our shark. We're going to next put that fin in. So you see how leaving that space makes it so that the fin is on the side. So that's one of them. We're going to also put one that you can see that from the back, right there. And then what would a shark be without the fin on the top, right? So we're going to put that up here. Are you ready? Just like that. That is the general outline of our shark. There's many things that we have to add to it still, but that's the general outline. How is your shark coming along? The important thing is that you're trying. That's why we call this Tales and Fails, because drawing isn't always easy. It takes a lot of practice, and that's what we're doing is practicing. So we might not have our animals look exactly like we want them to, but as long as we try our best, that's what's important. Let's make the teeth. So you know sharks' teeth are very sharp. So we're just going to throw some teeth on there. And it's funny actually, do sharks have sharp teeth? I wonder if they are called sharks because somebody thought their teeth was sharp. Who knows? So there's some up top, make some on the bottom. That looks like a pretty scary shark, huh? Well, here's where you have a choice to make your shark either scary or friendly or however you want it to be. We're going to draw the eye. The eye is really important because it can tell us a lot about the animal and what the animal's thinking. So let's put a big eye right there. We only need one eye because it's on only the one side. We can't see the eye on the other side. And we're going to make a big eyeball in there. I'll put mine here like that. So right now my shark looks a little, I don't know, how would you describe it? Excited maybe? But I'm going to make my shark look a little angry. So do you know how I'm going to do it? I'm going to use a mad eyebrow. So the mad eyebrow is just an eyebrow that goes down like this. Isn't that amazing? Just by making that one line now, the shark looks pretty angry, doesn't it? I'm just going to make that a little darker. Oops, that's okay. Okay. And then we need some gills for the shark to breathe. So let's put a few like that. And that's the general outline of my shark. But we're not done yet. Because if you look at the way that my shark is looking, he's looking over here. What do you think the shark is looking at? It could be anything you want it to be. I'm going to pretend that my shark is looking at a fish. So I'm going to draw maybe a couple different fish over here. Just little fish. The shark is probably just thinking that the little fish is just a snack. So maybe I'll draw an eye there. And then do a little circle there so the fish is looking a little like it's nervous, so it's trying to swim away pretty fast. And maybe I'll go like this so now we know it's swimming that way. That's going fast. And I'm going to make a friend for it too. How about over here I'll make one. There we go. And you know, all fish look different from each other. And that's the surprise that one's sad, going really fast too. And then I'm just going to pick some stripes on that one, maybe a couple stripes on that one. And that's the surprise from the other crayons, because one of my fish is going to be orange and the other one is going to be yellow. So I'm just going to color this one in now. There we go. And then a little yellow here, that'll be good. You know, now that I'm doing this, I'm realizing that I would like to have a fish that has spots on it. So I'm going to draw one more. Maybe I'll draw that one up here. And this is going to be a yellow fish with orange spots. So this time I'm going to color in the fish before I draw anything on it. See how that works. Okay, so there's the yellow. And I'm going to make the eye right here. And that fish is not happy either. And I will take my orange and I'm just going to put some spots on it. This is a orange spotted yellowfish. Have you seen one of those before? So pick some nice spots on it, and you can do whatever you want with your different fish. And I forgot to make that fish go a little faster, so let me do that. Now that fish is going fast too. Do you think I should make some lines behind the shark because the shark's moving fast? I'll do that. Yeah, that shark is going really fast. Okay, now here is a choice that we have. We could color in our shark, or we can start coloring in the ocean around it. I think I want to color in the shark. Do you remember when I said I wanted it to be a gray shark? Well, I'm going to use my black crayon, but I'm going to color it lightly, so it's a lighter color than the rest of the shark. And this will take a little bit of time, because I don't want to rush it. And I can't wait to see how you color yours in. See how it's coming along gray? And you probably know this anyway, but it really does make a difference how hard you press on your crayon. The harder you press, the darker it goes. But that also means that the lighter you press, the lighter it goes. Have you ever seen a shark before? Out in the wild, maybe on a boat or on the shore? I haven't, but if I did, I think I'd be pretty scared. That's okay, as long as we follow the rules, we'll be okay. If they tell us not to go in the water because there's been a shark sighting, we don't want to go in the water, right? Right. And see how some of my shark coloring I've made it a little darker by mistake? That's okay. Do you know why? Because this shark that I'm drawing, it's mostly gray, except it has a little bit of darker black on it. And I'm sure there's sharks like that somewhere. And whatever you end up doing on your shark is perfect. There's nothing to worry about. No reason to get upset. You just keep on going with it. Oh, this is looking good though. I'm liking the way this looks. How's yours coming along? I know that some of my friends are really fast colors and other ones are slower. I don't know, I have a big shark here to color in, so it's taking me a little longer than it might take you, but I appreciate how patient you're being. Patience is very important for somebody drawing and coloring. Did you happen to watch the earlier ones that we did with the monkey and the cat? If you haven't, you should check those out and try those. If you have, I'd love to see what your shark or your cat looks like. All right. And there it is. Now that looks pretty cool, huh? But do you remember we had the blue? The blue, of course, is because they're in the ocean together. And so I'm going to take this blue crayon and I'm going to color in an area around them. Not the whole paper, but maybe I'll do like, that's the top of the water. And then we'll color up to here like that. So this area here I'll color in blue. And I think it's important too that when you're coloring in a large place that you want to outline some of the things that are already there, because it might take a little longer to do that in the beginning, but it makes it work much better in the end. So I'm going to do that. So what do you know about sharks? Did you know that that there are lots and lots and lots of different kinds of sharks? The shark that a lot of people know and like the best is the great white shark. Yeah. We have some of those around here. Alright, I'm just going to color this in, see how I'm doing this, and it's going to make it a lot easier when I color later on. I think a lot easier. And then we need to get, I'm going to color blue here because in between the teeth, when we're looking at the shark's mouth is open, but we can see the other side, and it's still ocean on the other side. So that's why I'm coloring this side in there. There we go. Color in like this. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here with these fish. Make it look like they're almost in pockets of water right now. All right, so now I can just go and color in the whole rest of the ocean. And I'm not going to worry about doing this so perfectly, because all different ways the ocean is at different parts. And it depends sometimes on where you are in the ocean, if it's really murky. You know what murky means? Murky means that it's not very clear to see. And then sometimes it's really clear. So it's up to you however you want to do yours. What's important though too is that when you get to the point where you've already colored around like these fish, it's important to do your best to try to make it look like you didn't do that by itself. So you kind of have to blend in sometimes. It'll take a little bit of time, but it's worth it because it makes it look better at the end. Do you think this shark is going to catch them? I don't know. And I have an idea. I think that the shark is mad at these fish, not because it's hungry and wants to eat them, but because the fish kept singing Baby Shark. And that made this shark upset. The shark told them to stop. So tired of hearing that song, this shark. But the fish were still teasing, going, Baby shark, dark, 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 baby shark, dark, 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 baby shark, dark, 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 baby shark. And that made the shark mad, so he's chasing them. Since this is my drawing, I can kind of make my own story up, just like you can make your own story up from your drawing. So that's what my story is. The shark is chasing after these fish, but it's not really going to eat them. They're just playing. The shark does have a mad face on, but remember, that's just because it doesn't want to get teased anymore. I mean, that is a song that this shark probably has heard a lot of times, especially at school. Did you know that sharks together, when they're all, well, when fish are all together swimming, they call themselves a school of fish? Like we're a group of people. They're a family, or they are a school. How's it looking? Oopsie. I need to just put that together a little bit better. Yeah, I think it's looking good. Maybe down here a little bit more. One time I went snorkeling and the water was really clear. It was beautifully clear. And then another time I went snorkeling in the same area, it was not clear at all. In fact, it was really murky. Get back to that word. All right, almost done here. I didn't spend the time over here like I did on the other places to start coloring around it. So hopefully it won't look too bad, but we'll see. Is yours coming along good? I hope so. I hope you like it because I know you're working hard on it and you're doing your best. So you should totally like it. And you know what you could do is you could keep on coloring or drawing another one if you want to and keep practicing that way. You can look on the internet or have a grown-up look on the internet and find some sharks for you to kind of draw it like. Or maybe you wanted to create your own shark drawing. Yeah. And then the very last thing, do you remember what it was? Writing your name. So I'm going to get out my black crayon and I'm going to write Mr. Steve. Right there. And that is the end of my shark drawing. Thank you for watching, everybody. We will see you next week. Our animal is a cow. Bye.